Hey guys, welcome back to the Nerdy Dad Blog. Today I have a bit of a toy flashback for you guys. These are the Kenner Batman and Robin from I think the early 90s. And why I'm showing you this to you guys is these are some of the particular toys that I grew up with. Now, I lost the original ones that I had when I was a child, but I bought these two particular guys from the C2E2 convention about 2 years ago. I missed this year, which I'm still sad about. But these two guys are just awesome in considering the time period that they were made. If you want to look at the detail, and we'll talk about the advantages and disadvantages of this period. So this particular Batman is the Michael Keaton Batman from the original Batman Kenner Toys series. As you can tell on the face, it's pretty well detailed. He has a pretty good representation of Michael Keaton's face, his chin, his jawline. Pretty well representation of the cowl, the ears, the stylized cowl and bottom, the Batman logo, which is wearing out, which I bought this loose. There was another figure in the line where the belt had a spring, and you could pull it to emulate like him climbing a wall, or like throwing the grappling hook. That was actually my first Batman figure ever, and sadly I lost that, and I'm still looking for that figure. But I saw this particular figure, and I just had to have it. I have so many great memories about the Kenner toys. Particularly the Batmans, the DC and the Marvel Kenner toys had just great licenses and great lines during that time. And the only drawback about these toys is, there's not much posability, not much articulation. Very basic. They have the head swivel. Turn left and right as. It's common during that era. Just have the regular joint on the shoulders. Same thing on the shoulders, and most of the time, like the arms won't be they won't be sculpted the same way. They'll have them stretch out differently, and then the legs just a regular, front and back. I'm not sure if the waist turns. No. So this was way before that. So it's about 5 points of articulation. But what is great about these figures, if I could get them to stand up, 1 second, guys. What is great about these figures is the sculpting. If you take into consideration the time that these were made, I think this particular figure was made in the 90s, or I think 1990 to be specific. It's just a really great sculpt. The musculature is pretty on point as far as the costume went. The belt is very well represented. The boots is actually my favorite distinguishable feature on the toy. Just a great sculpt. The legs are a little more slender than I would like, but you can't really complain about these toys, especially if you grew up in the 90s, such as myself. I have a bit of sentiment and nostalgic factor added to this, but of course the logos are always on the back of the legs. That hasn't changed, especially now. And what I really miss about figures like this is everything's plastic nowadays, and you never have cloth capes. I wish the cloth capes came back in style for the toy makers, particularly Hasbro, Mattel. Just bring back the cloth. It's I don't know how expensive it is in terms of production, but it was just a great feature having this back in the days. And it's just, that's how you can tell this was made in the 90s. You have a toy that was mostly plastic, or just, everything's plastic, and then you get this cool cloth cape that you just pose in a variety of ways. I mean, it's just a cheap piece of cloth, but I mean, just something that I have, great appreciation for, because I grew up in that era. This is the Kenner Robin. I think it's from the I think it was from the regular Batman series, not the movie Batman series. As you can tell, it's very vibrant. The red and green. It's the Tim Drake version of Robin. This was actually, I mean, this particular figure, not this specific one, but this type of figure was my first Robin toy ever. So I have some sentimental appreciation towards this guy. What really stands out is the cape. It's a two-tone cape, yellow in the inside, yellow fabric in the inside, and black fabric on the outside, held together by stitching, which I really like, and which I mentioned a few seconds ago. I wish it came back. You can tell the hair was, they didn't do a great job of sculpting that, but for back in the day, when you were a 7-year-old child, you didn't really care. You just wanted a Robin figure. Bit flat top ish, I would say. I'd have to search through my old 1990s comic books and look up his hairstyle. It probably is a decent representation of it, but like looking back at it, or looking at it now as an adult collector, it's not something that is really flattering on the particular toy. Cool, really cool logo, and the details are awesome. Only 5 points of articulation, the regular left to right, up and down motion for the legs, the belt is sculpted really well. The colors are still very much intact, very vibrant, not much wear. The logos, of course, on the back of the legs. Just the level of detail. I mean, there wasn't much articulation for these particular figures, but I think it more than made up for it in the sculpting of the details. I mean, look at the pads on the arms, the gloves, just the intricate design of the belt, I thought is cool. If you look at the, one second guys, get that in focus. Okay. If you look at the, the markings of the chest plate, that's really cool. The abs, of course, they always had like overemphasized abs, but I thought it's a cool stylistic choice on the parts of the sculptors. And then the face, it's pretty generic, but I mean it works for what it is. And I really have like an appreciation for these Kenner toys, and these were really good figures back in the day. And I think if you have a sentimental appreciation for these toys, if you grew up in the 90s, you look back at these toys, and they don't really hold up as far as like modern demand, as far as wanting more joints and more articulation. You want highly posable toys, but as far as shelf presence, like having your toys on the shelf, these are really cool toys to have. And you just like, if you want to build the history of like Batman toys, I think this is a good figure to have in your collection. So this was the Kenner Batman and Robin. Thank you for joining me. I will have more videos up soon. And as I mentioned before, these are definitely really cool figures to have in your collection if you have an appreciation for nostalgic toys or toys that you had when you were a child. I really love the nostalgic movement, and I think these toys are great. So tune in for more. Please like or subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Thank you.